and the Jools.
My brother Jim and my other brother Jack went off down to Houston and never come back. Mama wasn't gonna let her baby go yet. Ain't nobody hiring back the life I had. I'm working all week for a Texaco check. Sun beating down on the back of my neck. Try to save my money, but Jimmy says no. Got a little honey on Telephone Road. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. This ain't Louisiana, your mama won't do. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Everybody's rocking on the Telephone Road. Telephone Road is 10 miles long. Come on, let's go. 50 car lots and 100 honky tonks. Come on, come on, come on. Jukebox blasting and a beer bottle drain. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Jim banging on a pinball machine. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. This ain't Louisiana, your mama won't do. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Everybody's rocking on the Telephone Road. Told me about nothing like this. I guess Houston about as big as a city can get. Sometimes I get lonesome for life I am. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Someday I'm going home, I just ain't ready yet. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. This ain't Louisiana, your mama won't do. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Everybody's rocking on the Telephone Road. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. This ain't Louisiana, your mama won't do. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Everybody's rocking on the Telephone Road.
Performed by its author, Mr. Steve Earle and the Jools. We'll be talking to Steve later, and we'll be hearing more from the band. Now, our next... Welcome to the show again, Steve. Now, the song you played earlier, Telephone Road, is that a real road?
Yeah, it's in Houston, Texas. Actually, the Telephone Road in my song doesn't really exist anymore. That's Telephone Road in Houston, Texas, circa 1971 or 72, which is when I lived there. And it was sort of... Texas in the 70s, there was a lot of money because the oil business, was going full blast, and people were coming from all over Louisiana and Arkansas looking for jobs. And this sort of white trash Riviera developed between South Houston and Galveston, Texas, and that's Telephone Road.
And was that an area that you sort of grew up in, would you say?
Yeah, I grew up in San Antonio, about 200 miles to the west, but Houston was my first big move out on my own. It's sort of, if you head east out of San Antonio, the biggest thing you run into is Houston, so that's kind of where I started that plan.
Now, you live in Nashville now. You've got a record label. You're constantly touring. You're producing other artists. Why do you keep so busy all the time, do you think?
Keeps me out of trouble more than anything else.
Do you get into trouble?
I've been known to.
Yeah.
The last few years, I haven't been getting near as much trouble. I'm getting a lot more done, I've discovered.
So the answer is stay out of trouble, get a lot done.
That's it. That's it.
Now, your new album is called El Corazon.
All right.
There's a song on it called New York City. Tell us about that one, which I'm going to do in a moment.
It's midlife crisis rock. It's basically about a friend of mine told me once that if I was going to move to New York and live there, I'd better do it, before I was a certain age, or I'd never do it. And he turned out to be right. I've never lived there. But it's about that deal of, I think, when you start getting a little bit older, there's two ways you can go. You can either start discouraging people that are younger that come along, or you can start encouraging them. And I guess I've opted for living vicariously through younger musicians that come along.
Did you live in New York?
I probably could, except my kids are in Nashville, and it's sort of, there are times that I think about it, but it's also, where I live, I can go, it's a lot easier to get someplace to go fishing in Nashville than it is in New York.
Get into trouble in New York as well, won't get anything done.
Well, I have been known to get into trouble, but I got in plenty of trouble in Nashville, believe that.
Well, look forward to hearing some more numbers later on, with a band as opposed to solo, which is very nice. Steve Earle, ladies and gentlemen.